Sara, Kiley,
And I'm Emily.
and we're here to talk to you today about odd functions and different types of symmetry. So the first type we have is y-axis symmetry, aka even functions, and that's when you have equal symmetry in a graph from across the y-axis. See how they're both the same on each side? But that doesn't really matter because we're talking about odd functions, so go.
Okay, this is an odd function. It's odd because it's symmetrical across the origin or the line y equals x, and odd functions also, they're called odd symmetry or origin symmetry.
Alright. When you're trying to find an odd function algebraically, use this little formula right here. You know that a function is called f of x, so to find out if a function is odd, you plug in a negative x for where the x would normally go, and then you would also negate the entire function and see if they come out equal. Because if they do, then you have an odd function. So we have an example.
Yay! Okay, so the function that we're going to use today is x squared plus 4 over x. So to figure out if it's an odd function, we are going to, on one side of the equal sign, negate the x, and then on the other side, we're just going to negate the entire formula. Or equation. So we have negative x in parentheses squared plus 4 over negative x equals x squared plus 4 over negative x, because if you square a negative x, it's just positive x. Okay, so, and then on the other side of the equal sign, we're just going to negate the entire thing. So it's negative x squared plus 4 over x, or x squared plus 4 over negative x. So since they both equal x squared plus 4 over negative x, then the equation is odd.
Yay!
So, yay!
Alright, so talking geometrically, it's basically one half of the equation is turned 180 degrees. And so to represent this, I drew a little picture. And so you see how this one is in this quadrant. If you turn it 180 degrees, then it's the other half of an odd function. So if it was going to be an even function, it'd be up here on this side of the y-axis. But since it's down here across the origin, then it's an odd function.
Here's another tip to figure out if your equation is odd. It's an odd function. If you have x and y, and then you also have on the line a negative x and a negative y, the same numbers, then it is odd.
And another tip, most odd exponents make odd function graphs. So I have a few examples, like just regular f of x equals x. It's just a line, but it's still an odd function because it's like going across the origin and has symmetry. So y equals x, that line. And then f of x equals x to the third. That is also an odd function, as you can see by the symmetry across the origin. And then f of x equals x to the fifth. It's basically like a steeper version of x to the third, but it has the same symmetry, which makes it an odd function as well. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yay!